Hello and welcome everyone. This is Type V3 with an action figure review of the Star Wars Black Series 6-inch Sabine Wren. Known to the crew of the Ghost as Spectre 5, this is the rebellious Mandalorian artist from the animated series Star Wars Rebels. Like with most Black Series figures, Sabine comes packaged in a box with a plastic tray. There's also 2 pistols, an airbrush, and her helmet. The figure itself is unsurprisingly colorful upon first glance, and I'll admit up front that this is the toy's biggest draw. Paintwork is mostly on point, especially on the larger areas like the chest plate and shoulder pads. The more solid and uniform surfaces of her basic attire are also well detailed with subtle wrinkles in the sculpt. Though my favorite aspects are her speckled boots and gloves. They just pop and carry a great randomness to them. Also, I love the weathering on the armor. It adds a touch of grit, and as a bonus, it helps hide any inconsistencies with the paintwork. On the other hand, Sabine's portrait is decent at best. I know this is supposed to be a realistic interpretation of the character, but I feel like she looks just a tad old here. That said, I do like the small touches added, such as the eyeliner and bold lipstick. Her hair is also a point of contention for me. I like the colors and the sculpt is acceptable too, I just wish there were more volume to it. Of course, there is a reason for Sabine's flat hair, and that's her helmet. It ensures that the helmet can slide over top her head with ease. The helmet looks great and matches the quality set by the figure. A part of me would have liked this helmet in a more glossy finish, yet I do appreciate the cohesiveness to the all-matte look. In addition, the rangefinder can swivel to your liking. The other accessories are dual pistols and the airbrush. The pistols can be holstered, however, because Sabine only comes equipped with trigger fingers, I generally keep them in her hands for most of the time. As for the airbrush, she can wield it without issue, and you can sort of wedge it into an empty holster if need be. For articulation, there's a ball hinge at the neck and a mid-torso swivel. There's ball hinge shoulders, ball hinge elbows, and swivel hinges at the wrist. The hips are on ball sockets. There's a thigh swivel, double-jointed knees, and ankle rockers. An ab crunch is Sabine's only real drawback, otherwise she hits the average standard for most Hasbro 6-inch figures. The Star Wars Black Series 6-inch Sabine Wren is a good figure, and one that has even more appeal for Star Wars Rebels fans. Sure, at its core, this is just another basic action figure from Hasbro that won't impress those who value toy design first, but as far as character representation and visual appeal goes, Sabine earns top marks. I love how this toy was painted, and the functioning helmet and holsters are nice additions. Apart from an extra set of hands, there's not much else I could ask for, and would be more than happy to buy this figure again and again in her Season 2 and Season 3 outfits. But that's all from me. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next review.